Welcome back, everyone, to part 2 of our Big Brother reaction. Here is number 8 through 16. And I like the shirt. I got that shirt in Japan.
Let's talk about Isabella, or Bella.
Bella. Lame. That's what I...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You thought she was lame.
So, who's that chick we never see? It's gonna be her.
So, I mean, you really think
I really like Bella. Who's like never doing anything interesting, so the cameras are never on her.
I do actually think she's going to be a floater, and that could work to her advantage.
She was not a floater.
No, she was not. I put mom issues.
I feel like she wants to try to make her mom's life really difficult. She's the wild child. So I beg to differ. I do not think she's going to sit and go like this. I think she's going to flip a switch somewhere.
Nailed it.
That one.
Although, let's talk about my like sun line across my forehead.
Bella was a hot mess.
Mm.
I feel like with Bella, I feel like if you wound her up, you know, just say one or two things just to piss her off. Just not, you don't really say that much, and just wind that little one up, and boom, there she goes. She's a little firecracker trying to piss everybody off. What do you think? I would love to know what Bella thinks now that Kat and Nick are canoodling in the jury house.
Fix your earring.
Thanks.
There were times I liked Bella, and then there was times I couldn't stand Bella. So like when she was attacking Nicole and being a biatch, I didn't like her. But then there was other times where I thought she was being like, she was playing the game. Out of my list of people I don't like, she's at the bottom of it, but she's still on the list.
I will tell you that in the very beginning I did like Bella. I actually really liked her, and then she did it. She flipped a switch and she turned into that wild child, and then I quickly did not like her at all.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. And I said that she was going to be lame. I was wrong. She wasn't lame.
She was definitely not lame.
No,
She was highly entertaining.
She was good TV.
That's it, girl.
Nicole's going to join in on that, but she works with kids all day. I'm sure she knows how to wash her hands.
Speaking of Nicole, that's the next person on our list.
Okay. Nicole has more energy than Sam. So I think Sam is looking pretty appealing to
You
me
thought
right
she
now.
had more energy than Sam?
Are you joking?
I thought they were pretty even.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't think, Nicole, I don't think I enjoy her very much. I'm sorry. She was kind of talking out both sides of her face.
Right.
Okay.
So that's what I have here. I said.
You did? You said that?
Yeah, I wrote contradiction. Like she kept contradicting herself. In one segment, she goes, "I'm really smart. I graduated top of my class." And then like fast forward to the end of the interview, she's like, "I graduated second in my class."
I graduated high school top of my class. I graduated second in my class in high school.
I was right though. I'm doing this and it doesn't match up to me. So,
Okay, so I was all quiet watching what I was thinking about Nicole because I was 100% wrong about Nicole. I think that she was probably just nervous.
yes.
I want to say that Nicole is the best. Everyone flipped on her. Like Jess. Like she was trying to stick up for Jess. Jess flipped on her. You know,
Bella.
then you've got Cliff, and I feel like Bella. Oh my gosh, even Nick was like not good for her at all. Like this poor girl, and she's made it all the way this far.
All she kept saying
Off you
through the whole interview was, money, money, money. I want to go shopping. Money, money, money. And as she was answering Jeff's questions, everything she said came across as a very like immature, inexperienced young adult who has not had any like hard knocks in life.
Every single thing she said made
way
me
off.
want to barf. Like I can't. You know, everything about her is 1,000% superficial. Every sentence that she said was superficial.
My first prediction of this episode is Kemi is the first one voted out.
Life, she doesn't get it. She's not gonna win Big Brother.
I wrote down she has no empathy. Like,
I wrote down emotionless.
So,
So
you heard it here
Good
first.
luck, Kemi. Not a fan. See you later.
We
Bye.
were so off on this one too.
Kemi is interesting to me because that interview, I stand by what I said in that interview because that's how she acted. She 100% acted that way. Is there an animal crying?
No, he's right below us. He's dreaming.
Oh, sweet. Okay, so anyways, I stand by what I said in that interview because that's how she was acting. She literally was acting that way.
Well,
so
what we had at that moment in time, but now how she played in the game, do you still feel that way?
no, I don't because when Jack was doing all that stuff to her and she just held herself with such integrity and such class and such poise. So who is this person in this interview? that it's not even her. So that confused me.
Kemi, I wasn't a big Kemi fan in the house per se, but then after she got voted out and she was on social media and like she was like, you know, seeing the reaction of America to Jack and Jackson being racist and stuff, she actually put water on that and she like listen, we're not going to solve anything with hate. We're not going to solve anything with this. Let's be adults. Let's you know, love and stuff. Like she handled it very maturely, and I was like, oh.
I have a ton of respect for Kemi in that sense because she really, really handled herself very, very well. Kudos, Kemi. Love ya. Love ya. So sorry.
See you later. Sayonara.
Talk to us about Jackson.
Jackson.
Here we go.
I'm going to tell you the things that I love. I feel like he has an awesome outlook of the game. I feel like he understands Big Brother 100%. I think it was funny when he called out Swaggy because Swaggy drove me up a wall. He thought he knew what was up. He was talking about sales, which I think in Big Brother, like, you kind of have to sell yourself a little bit.
Okay, there's our clue right there. Jackson was talking about sales. If I had been a much better detective, I would have been like, something stinks in suburbia. Of course he would say that. I wonder if this guy is selling me a bunch of turd sandwiches right now, and I'm actually buying it and loving it. What the F? Right?
Yep, I'm curious to see what I said. I don't remember. I think I liked him.
Smart. He's super smart.
Yeah. The word that I use is evolve, and I really like it.
He has a healthy relationship with his mom, and that's valuable to him. I think that's very endearing. I like that he said, your word is your bond.
Oh, so amazing.
I have a prediction. This will be our showmance. It's going to be Jackson and Holly.
I don't want him to get in a showman. I don't want to see him get distracted, because that would be so sad. Although
I freaking predicted the showmance!
That's insane. That's insane.
I forgot I did that.
That is insane.
Nailed it!
Good job, Vic. Like, that's insane.
No, here's my biggest fear. If he gets a relationship with Catherine. He said he has a weakness for attractive females. If you go after the bomb...
Dang, Sean, you need a job. Like the millionaire matchmaker.
Woo!
I don't know, you have a thing for this. Well, those weren't good matches though, but
No,
I guess you can predict Fruit Loop Dingus matches.
I wasn't being a matchmaker for the record. I could tell, I was profiling.
I think you might be hired. Is anyone out there? Because he knows, okay? He knows.
Michelle, you're an idiot.
Fruit Loop Dingus.
Your downfall.
Well, you Fruit Loop Dingus.
Yep, he's off my favorite list.
Cutting him off.
Nope. And the last thing I wanted to say, he said something about a sprint and a marathon, like comparing those two together. And, you know, Sean and I always talk about that. Life isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. I love that he said that.
Yep.
That's an amazing analogy. You better work it, Jackson.
I mean, Jackson, I'm pissed at you for more reasons than one. But one of the numbers that I have, when there's plenty, is that you sat there and you said all those stupid freaking metaphors, and I believed you for the first interview. Okay, first interview, I believed you. That's all you get, bitch. That's all you get. I can't stand it. What do you think? You think that Jackson's pretty special?
Work at Jackson, and you better win it. Okay.
I'm like,
Oh, I said you better win it, and you probably will.
I love Ovi. He's adorable, likable, friendly. How could you not like Ovi?
Ovi is going to be a threat. Predict Ovi definitely in the top 3.
And I think
Sadly, Ovi was not a threat.
I went from this great prediction to like totally pooping the bed on that one.
But Ovi was amazingly adorable.
He had potential.
And how could you not like Ovi?
He was just targeted by the grateful, hateful gunslinger or whatever they were called.
True that.
this kid knows how to play too.
He is definitely a nerd. Like, as he's talking, he's got a very high intelligence spectrum, but it doesn't stop him from being socially intelligent as well.
And he knows how to work in a team. That's huge.
Yeah,
that is huge.
I don't think we're wrong about any of this stuff. He just got unlucky. In the room, I need to have the smartest team.
I don't think that Ovi contemplated having people in the house that have zero morals and values.
Come on, Ovi, you can do it. You can do it. I can't wait. Last thing I was going to say is, you see Kemi, and when she wins it, she's like, I'm going to go shopping. And then you see Ovi, and he's like, he's going to give back to the community, and he's got all these plans. Like, legit, he actually described his plans that he wanted to give back to kids in the community. I bet his mom is so proud of him.
That's called manifesting. Catherine, so I just like Catherine the most.
You actually brought up manifesting.
In interviews, Catherine was just like, ugh. like, okay, it has nothing to do with her physical appearance because she's obviously like a pageant cheerleader. I read in her bio, I think that she was a cheerleader for the Dallas Cowboys.
Was she? Did you read that?
Yeah.
She looked like one. She really did, and I love the Dallas Cowboys cheerleader.
She's definitely a trained pageant girl because all of Jeff's answers, she gave like a trained pageant girl response to. None of it was real.
It was one of those things where like they're trying to say something intelligent, and so
Yes.
you're like looking at them and you're thinking, I'm waiting for it. Hold on.
And the Iraq.
I do feel that way about Catherine, and I still feel that way about Catherine. Although I think towards the end she started to make a little bit more sense, but there were times I would sit there and be like,
The whole season, her and I kept. This was probably the biggest debate between the two of us. I liked Catherine, and I liked Catherine the entire time. I think she's a lot smarter than she was letting on. I thought that she was hilarious. I got her jokes. Like, I was a big Catherine fan.
I think she's just young. That's probably what it is. I do think she's really funny, though. That was it. I mean, that's it. I just didn't like the choices.
She's in my
that she
top
made.
3 favorite for this season.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll have to talk about that at the end. Bye!
Everywhere, like, such as, and
She kept saying that someone on Twitter said that there's a public influencer in the house, and she's like, and I think they were talking about me because that's what I want to do. And Jeff's face was like, huh?
Please don't follow people like her. Please, I beg you, do not look at them and think I want to be like that. And look, I'm sure she.
So, I think that actually more about Holly.
You should
now.
be more like Holly, girls, not Catherine.
Like, I still think Catherine needs to reevaluate her choices in men, but I think Holly is the one girl in the house that I think no girl should emulate. And sorry, Holly, but I'm talking about making bad choices. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She's really, really nice and everything, but there's nothing going on there. She said that she was only going to miss her dog. I think she's serious.
Maybe. Jeff asked her if she was a Big Brother fan. She goes, oh, that's the only TV show I watch. I love Big Brother. Like, a little bit later, she goes, well, that's because I don't own a TV, but I got one 2 months ago. So you're not a Big Brother fan if you've been watching Big Brother for 2 months.
Let's move on.
The only thing I'm going to say about that is I think that there were a ton of people in that house that don't watch or have not watched or don't even know that they were on Big Brother. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely.
Like, I think they got in the house and like, doink, like,
had-
where am I?
I'm not, no.
This is what we have to say about Catherine. Okay, so...
The very second I saw Tommy, I pegged Broadway. I knew it, because guess who I was thinking of? Danny Zuko! I was like, he's got this big smile. Love that kid already. I want to see him in every single musical because he is charismatic! Exclamation. Love
Yes.
him. I love him. He'd be my best friend, I guarantee.
Those are some nice dance moves.
So, very nice. Yes, very good. So, what do you think about Tommy?
I like Tommy. He joined in some behavior that I would have preferred him not to join in on. But you can also make the argument that he needed to in order to not fit in with his alliance. But all in all, I thought he was funny. I thought he handled his punishments well. I think that he was honest for the most part. I think that he truly tried to protect Christy. I mean, I can't dog on him. I liked Tommy.
I like Tommy too. There was one time I was getting very frustrated with Tommy because I didn't feel like he was sticking up for Nicole at certain times. He was sitting there letting them be bullied.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
That was the time I really was getting frustrated with him. But I think
I agree with
ultimately
that.
I like Tommy.
Yeah.
Yep. So here comes prediction number 4 for this episode. Tommy is America's favorite.
Anyway, yeah, the biggest
Not so much.
fan for Broadway, and I bet he has the most amazing stories. And he was sitting there and he was saying about working with, like, you know, theater people and how it relates to Big Brother, and I think it really does.
For anyone who doesn't know on this channel, we actually met and got into a relationship while we were in Tokyo Disneyland performing for Disney.
I forgot the word. At Christmas, once again.
Such a young, vibrant me.
Dang, I was like this big. And so were you. We were tiny. It's kind of weird when when you don't recognize yourself anymore. You're like, oh, is that me?
And I remember us at that time when we were dating and
back.
talking and stuff. We were relating that experience to Big Brother. Have any TV to watch because we don't understand the
I'm boring. We're boring ourselves.
We're in ADD.
I bet you if Tommy was here right now, he'd shimmy with us. He'd be like, let's do that. Come on, guys. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Just like Big Brother.
That type of experience can actually train
What are we
you
talking
for
about?
Big
I don't
Brother.
know.
So I want to have a big
We
thing
talk about
anybody.
ourselves
Everyone's
now.
like,
We are so vain. You're so vain.
Enough about Big Brother. Let's talk about us.
Your problem is this song is about you. I'm having a hot flash.
For him, and then you can follow him.
Oh,
Anyways,
Lord.
back to Tommy. You like Tommy? You want Tommy?
Even Savage liked Tommy.
Okay, we've got 3 votes for Tommy.
Hey, I
I
wanted to
have
see Tommy.
Christy
make
next.
that
I think that Tommy and Christy are going to become best friends.
Oh,
Ah! Did not know they were related. Kind of, sort of, not really related, but kind of.
He is gifted.
Ah!
Woo! Lord, I need to stick my head in the fan. Woo.
That is so funny that I nailed that. Dang. I forgot I made these predictions. What are you doing?
I had to put my head in the fan.
She had to put her head in a fan.
I love Christy.
Created
She's
her
on
own.
kind of like a Holly, but more like spiritual hippie style. The only thing that's hard about Christy is like how are they going to take that energy, because not everyone appreciates that style of life. I would think she was great. I would think, oh, thank goodness there's somebody that's love and light in this house.
There was a girl last
Caitlin.
Caitlin, and
Yes, I know. Say what you want to say. I liked Christy. And people were a little bit put off by her, but I don't even think it was, well, she said manifesting way too much. So I don't even think it was the fact that she was a spiritual person. I think it was just that she shoved it down your throat.
But Caitlin also was kind of annoying. And Christy does not come across that way. Oh, we didn't know who the one-upper was. Probably David. The more that I've studied all of these...
I do think Christy was kind of annoying.
yes, she was. But I like that she was like, I think I gained respect for her when she went toe-to-toe with Jackson.
Yes.
Like, that was really ballsy. I think I was on the fence until that day, and then I was like, okay, I gotta give her mad props.
I have a lot of respect for her for that, and she also went toe-to-toe with Nick. With that argument with Nick or even Jackson, I literally would be turning red. I would be shaking. I'd probably be like Briley, just minus biting my tongue or my, like, tooth or whatever.
These peeps, I feel like David maybe could be a one-upper. I don't know. We want to know who the one-upper is,
The
and I just
one-upper
can't
is
peg
Jackson.
anybody yet. Does anyone have any of their own input on who the one-upper might be? And the one-upper is for the Aquaman dude. He says he doesn't like one-uppers.
They started the interview and she was already crying.
This is my opinion of people.
That's
I feel
funny.
like they would look at her and go, oh my gosh, she's crying already. But the reason why she's crying is because she's a Big Brother fan and she's super excited in an emotional way, because she's emotional. She's an empath 1,000%. And I feel like she's so happy to be there that it gets her emotional.
The only thing she said is she's like, she wants to sit everyone down in the morning and have a circle of positivity where everyone says 3 things that they like about themselves. And you don't want to force the group to do anything.
And I love that.
Like call
I
house
love
meetings.
that.
I think that Christy feels things way more than other people. I'm not sure if she is an empath or not, but she just feels 100%. I'm like that too. Maybe not to her extreme. I don't know. I'm gonna tell you, if I was in the Big Brother house, I would probably cry all the time.
The
There's no
right
doubt
type
about it.
of people that are of like mind. Like, I'm like-minded with Christy. I get it. But I even would feel uncomfortable talking about that stuff in front of people that I don't know that well.
Like what Jackson said, stay in your lane.
Jackson should take his own advice.
That concept when you're working for a common goal or whatever, like you're working together as a team, everybody needs to know that. Stay in your lane.
He probably has a book that he reads.
Cliff
You know,
Hall.
that has
You know,
I thought it was funny because it made me think of Boss
Train.
Hog. Roscoe Pico
Oh my God,
Train.
so
Listen.
this is our Chicken George of season 21.
Oh my gosh, it is Chicken George. And you know what?
Chicken George was a sweetheart.
When they get people
Yeah, I like Chicken
that
George
that
way
are
more.
in the game and then they don't get to have a chance to play. I hate that. I hope that he gets a chance to play for a little bit.
Well, who was that
He
duck
did.
guy?
Oh, the Duck Dynasty dude.
He had the long beard, and he actually did pretty good in the game. He made it pretty far.
He did.
And he had a charismatic personality too. When I say too, because I feel like Cliff has a charismatic personality.
I think he's from Texas, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
And he's a
Texas.
petroleum engineer. Well, I don't think he's going to have a problem dealing with people. I think he's going to be just fine.
He's an engineer. That's really cool.
I think Cliff did do a good job dealing with people, even all the way until the end when it was time for him to go. I freaking loved what he said to Jackson. I love that he basically stronghold him, leveled with him, and said, "Hey, yo, I
Forget
have a
your
voice.
jury votes."
Yep, I'm going to tell on you." Jackson didn't like that.
Like, he'll probably do good with puzzles and that sort of thing.
Like he said, he's responsible or not. He better have a good social game because he's gonna get smoked on all the challenges. So basically, Hogman, I mean, he doesn't have a fair shake. Like, he's not gonna be able to relate to the kids.
Well, they're all going to team up against him. You know what I mean? It's just super annoying.
Which they
But
did at the very
anyway.
beginning, but then they stopped.
But I do think that Cliff, you know, despite the fact that basically ruined his game by falling for Jackson's shenanigans, but other than that, I think Cliff did a great job in this game, and that should honestly be noted and not forgotten.
Yeah, he did good all the way to the end.
But I really do think that he thought he saw something in Jackson that wasn't real and wasn't true, and he was really holding on to that, and that's sad.
Yeah.
Who are your top two favorites then? Or who's your favorite in this round?
Well, in this round, it was really hard for me because there were a lot of really good candidates, but I'm ultimately going to go with my boy Tommy because I love his energy. He's going to be hilarious. Your favorite was Catherine, I think.
Definitely not. My favorite was...
Ovi!
You're right!
Oh, I'm guessing.
Yep, it's Ovi. He's my favorite.
All right, so
Yeah,
out of
bad
this
picks.
group of people,
Ovi.
what do you think?
Which
Out
one
of
of
the
these
ones
two are
that we
your
just
favorite?
named, you stand true
Okay.
to who your favorite was?
Sit
on
down,
this
Holly.
list?
Nah, I'm not ready to give up on my
So
little
who was your
Holly.
favorite on this
Well,
list?
wait, so
Nicole
you
or
like Holly
Tommy?
more than Ovi?
Not like Ovi a little
Nicole.
bit.
Yeah, so Ovi's the winner. I had Nick, and I had
You're wrong.
Tommy,
Before we
and I am going
so
to
we
pick...
talked about Cliff, we
Tom,
talked about
nope.
Kat,
I'm going to
we
pick
talked
Nick.
about Tommy.
Of
Nick.
course, BB Sean.
Nick is my boy.
So that's my bad. Okay, so out of the list that we have here, who is your favorite now?
Nicole.
Mine too.
Dirt.
Mine too. Obviously, I love Ovi, and we still like Tommy. But Nicole, you won us over. All right, hey kids, it is time for BB. We're gonna go watch it. This week, we're gonna talk to you guys after the finale. We'll be here. Please, please, please make sure you guys tune in. Please click the like button, click the subscribe button, and don't forget to tell your friends. And we will see you later on this week, right after the finale. All right, you guys, see you soon. Bye-bye.
Yes, peace out. Bye.
Bye.